sang out a tune.
What is up, guys? Ian here from Co-Create Today, taking your mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Today I just want to talk about becoming a student and how instead of mastering a subject, understanding that as a student, there's always room to improve. And that's kind of the mindset I would like to have as I live my life. And I want to always be and craving more. This universe is indefinitely huge, big. It also is indefinitely small and minute. So we can always find ourselves getting the bigger and bigger picture, or looking in and being very, very like minute or critiqued on what it is you're learning. And it kind of gives me closure, because I know that as I go on, I can just learn and learn and learn and learn. And it's the craziest thing. It's like, once you get to a certain point, you realize that there's so much more that you need to learn after that. And it shouldn't be an intimidating thing. It's something that is very, like, just known, that the more you know, the less you know. And instead of being afraid of that, you could actually be excited. So why do I say this? Well, I've been doing some research, and I've done a lot of I played a lot around with Zen Buddhism, and they actually never say monks. Zen Buddhists aren't monks, they're students. Even if they're 87 or 102, they're still students of their practice. And I think that's really cool, because it gives them a identification of not only a youthful entity, but also a scholar entity. So you could be as old as you want, but as long as you're a student, you could be as young as you want as well. So it's like a amazing concept. And that's why my life, I'll always be a student. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be a master. I want to be a student. And I feel like if I can exemplify this at an efficient rate, I can show people that I'm in the same situation at them. I'm no pro. I'm very much an amateur, but from my habits and skills, I've actually used them to actually manifest certain things in my life, and am able to talk about a lot of topics because of that. But by no means am I better than other people. I've just may have practiced a little longer, and that's kind of the mindset I've been gaining as I've been going on lately. Is there's no reason that you could be any better than anyone. You could always learn from anyone and anybody, and they also can learn from you, because we all have our own passions, our own niches, our own personality that is built from the sense of wanting to learn something and wanting to go out and expand yourself. And you can connect with anybody and everybody on whatever they're interested in, and you can learn from them. And if you learn enough, you can practice it on your own and technically become a master. But by no means are you done fulfilling your craft. That's an ever-long process, and I'm sure you'll live your whole life just trying to hone that craft even stronger, and eventually get to the point where you're teaching other people how to do it, but at the same time you're still doing it. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Like mentorship. I mean, as young as I am, I'm not going to be the best mentor, but exemplifying mentorship in my life, listening to my mentor, becoming a mentee, becoming a student, I can go along my journey as a student and I can share with other students my process and maybe my mindset and my work habit. So having that is going to just amplify what I can do and what I can give others. And as I live my life, I can become more and more and more of a scholar and actually reap the benefits of becoming such student. Like in school, if you study hard, you get good grades. Well, if you study hard in life and become a student of life or whatever topic or passion that you're looking into, the return is actually a manifestation of whatever you're learning. So, for example, if I'm learning how to build a business and connect with people, build a network, and really seek out individuals who are looking to enterprise themselves, if I can become a student in that, I know that the return is actually exactly that, and that team of that community that has shared values and shared ideas, so they can too grow, expand, and have their own networks and their own communities. So it's very cool because a student-teacher relationship is kind of like back and forth, where a student-student relationship is just forward. There really isn't much to, you can't tell people what to do, you only can show by example. And that's kind of how I want to create my community, is I want to show by example, and I want to set the standards. You know, I watched the sermon last night, Stephen Furtick. Set the standard. I feel like our standard's so low, and that's just because we have bad students. So if we can set the high standards of what a student looks like, what an entrepreneur looks like, what a man looks like, what a husband looks like, what a best friend looks like, what a business partner looks like, we can start to really having effects on other people. And you wouldn't have been able to do that if you weren't a student of life and you weren't a student of your certain passion or particular niche. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because you'll attract your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So you can just do what you're doing and have that one single-minded mindset to actually do the things you need to do to attract the people you need to attract and learn the things you need to learn. And this is an ever-long process, and I'm so excited to just continue it and just love it, because all you got to do is love the process. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you like these videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. Other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you later. Namaste.